Hi, this is Will Cook with the Will Cook Group at Keller Williams Luxury Homes. Welcome back to my video blog. Today, I'd like to check in with you again about what's going on in our local real estate market, well, local and national real estate market during the pandemic. I wanted to check in with you and give you a quick real estate update on both a national and a local level. First, I'm going to apologize because I'm still a little bit hoarse. I'm still getting over my laryngitis, and thank you to those that expressed concern for me. I'm fine. I just have some allergy-related laryngitis that I'm getting over. But I'm in recovery mode, which brings me to the point of my first slide. The Wall Street Journal published an article recently that stated that after the economy bottomed out in April, we are now showing signs of a V-shaped recovery emerging. And this was based on almost 82% of the economists that they surveyed stated that we were going to experience a Nike swoosh or a V-shaped economic recovery. And in fact, 91% of those economists stated that we are currently in the recovery, the V-shaped recovery. In this next slide, you'll see that real estate has not fallen out of favor. In fact, in this recent Gallup poll, it shows that Americans still choose real estate as their best long-term investment. And looking forward to this next slide, you'll see that affordability has never been greater except for when we were in our housing crisis. As our interest rates are at historic lows, you'll see that our affordability index is at a high of 172 that has only been surpassed by a few years during our national housing crisis. These point to a great time to be investing in real estate. In addition to incredible affordability, there are some other reasons that people are considering buying homes or motivated to buy homes this year. As you'll see in this next slide, LendingTree did a survey, and one of the main drivers is obviously this low interest rate environment where we are hovering at historic low interest rates around 3%. Additionally, because of decreased spending, a lot of people have been able to save more money for down payments. And people, as they begin to look at sort of what their home environment is like during this pandemic, it's not only where they live, but also where they work out, where they play. It's their restaurants. People are looking at homes and considering that they may want more space. And due to this pandemic, they're looking for greater, bigger spaces. And specifically, I'll tell you, in our greater Palm Springs area, we're getting a lot of interest from denser, larger urban areas like Los Angeles, and even as far as New York City, where people are now able to work from home, and their companies have released policies allowing them to do this in a more indefinite manner. So people are looking at Palm Springs and the Palm Springs area as an incredibly affordable area for them to come and potentially live and work from home, and to liquidate their small condo in an urban environment and get a home with a pool. So it's created this incredible demand for our properties here. So nationally, pending sales are up and listings are up. As you'll see in this next slide by Zillow, pending sales are up 24.5% and new listings are up by 19.3% month over month. So this is since last month. And locally, we're seeing the same trends as well. If you take a look at this next slide, which is basically a local snapshot of our listing activity on a daily basis, you're going to see that we are now actually 3.8% above where we were last year, and an average of 27 homes per day that are getting listed in the greater Palm Springs area. You can see the numbers ticked up from the April trough. And also shown on this graph, you're going to see our yearly seasonal listing slowdown that we experienced between Thanksgiving and mid-January. But even with these numbers and our increased listings coming on the market, our overall inventory is at a historic low, as you'll see in this next slide. We're currently at 2,636 active listings in the greater Palm Springs area. And last year at this time, we had 3,193 active listings. So this historically low inventory environment, paired with the incredible demand that we're seeing from people that are potentially coming from other urban dense areas, has pushed our prices up. It's a simple demand and supply scenario. So if you look at this next slide, you'll see that our average price per square foot, specifically for single family homes, has experienced a large price increase in just the last month. And we are now 7.5% over what we were a year ago at this time. Condos have appreciated as well, but at a more modest rate of 2.5% year over year, which you'll also see in this slide in the green line. In terms of these price increases being sustainable, if you look at this next slide, it shows kind of a national surveys that were done that talk about house price appreciation. Only one out of these 6 surveys predicted a depreciation of price or home values this year, and that was the Home Price Expectation Survey that expected a downward or a depreciation of homes by a modest 0.32% this year, but beginning to increase in the next 2 years. But you will see all of the other surveys taken, and this is on a national basis, are showing that we can expect a modest appreciation in our home values this year and, in fact, for the next couple of years. With our current demand in the Greater Palm Springs area, paired with this incredibly low interest rate environment, homes are selling, and this is a great time to consider putting your home on the market. Homes that are priced well within their market segment are getting multiple offers, more often than I've experienced personally in the last 10 years of living here in the Greater Palm Springs area. So if you have a question about the value of your home, you're interested in exploring that, or if you're interested in purchasing in this market environment, we have experience with both and would be happy to help you out. Please feel free to reach out to us, give us a call, an email, or a text. Please stay safe and healthy. Please don't forget to wear your mask. Thank you for watching. See you next time.